What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Spanko, and today, as you guys can see, we are on Dueling Book. I am showing off a Cyber Dragon deck profile post April 1st, 2020 ban list, plus also with the new included Master Rule 5 rules that have actually technically officially begun by the time you guys are watching this video. So I'm actually on Dueling Book because this whole quarantine thing, I couldn't get my hands on some of these cards on time, and there's some things that I'll talk about in the video. So I am doing this on Dueling Book. If you guys want more in real life like card content, I will do that for you as soon as this is over, but it's a little bit hard for me to get my hands on cards right now, as you know, with the corona whole thing. But if you guys enjoy my deck profiles, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. So we'll start off. This is a pure Cyber Dragon list, more or less pure. Now there's a couple cards in here that you'll see that are not Cyber Dragon cards, I guess, but it's more or less a pure Cyber Dragon deck that can combo going first and make really cool plays going first, which I'll probably show a couple combos at the end of the video. Going second, obviously you're still playing Cyber Dragon, you can still OTK. It's not very difficult for this deck, right, to do that kind of thing. So we'll get right into it. First off, right here, just because the way Dueling Book organizes it is we are using an artifact, or we're playing an artifact Scythe. Now that's because we are playing, as you guys can see here, 2 artifact Sanctum. I'm going to try to do this in order, but I might jump from here and there just for cards to make more sense. But you guys can see the whole deck profile or right in front of you anyway, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. But we are playing the Sanctum because with Trap Trick, Sanctum is really good to play. So obviously you're playing triple Cyber Dragon still. Now I know there's been a lot of questions on like, do I play the control Cyber Dragon build with the 1 Cyber Dragon and a bunch of trap cards, or do I play like this build is a more combo heavy build? So that's why I wanted to show you guys, because the trap build might be a little bit better, I guess you could say, but with Master Rule 5, honestly the combo build might be pretty good, just because you can put double Infinity up on the board really easily, and you can actually put Infinity Calamities on the board really easily with this deck as well. So that's why I'm playing the triple Cyber Dragon, triple core. If you guys don't know what this does at this point, it's just you normal summon it, you add a Cyber Spell or Trap card from your deck to your hand, right? Any Cyber Spell or Trap card. Hers, I'll have to play the triple of hers as well, and it's a good normal summon for you. It's sent to the graveyard, you search a Cyber Dragon from your deck, which is really good. Sometimes the other effect comes in handy as well, where you can add it from your graveyard, so that you can add the cores back from your graveyard back to your hand. Nashter, I'm playing at 2 right here. I don't think this is a standard ratio. I don't think you want to play 3 Nashter because it's not that great going first. It's better going second. It's better turns 2, turn 3. So that's why I think only Nashter at 2. 1 Veer because it gets you an extra body on board. If you draw it, you draw it. You don't have to like see it per se, but if you draw it, you draw it. It is actually a pretty good card right here. And I am playing triple Galaxy Soldier. Yeah, I'm playing triple Galaxy Soldier. Now I was playing 2 for a while, but then I thought, because okay, with the inclusion of Veer and technically even the inclusion of Scythe, like if you wanted to, worst case scenario, you could get rid of this Scythe to summon a Galaxy Soldier. So it's actually not the hardest thing to do, and you want to make a rank 5 as soon as possible in this deck, because I'll show you with this combo that as soon as you get to your rank 5, you'll pretty much have your Calamities Infinity play. If you open like Core plus Machine Dupe, you have the play. If you open Galaxy Soldier hers, I think you have the play as well, but I'll show you guys that combo later on. And then we are playing 1 Infinitrack Anchor Drill. Now this is a card that I newly added to the deck, and so shout out to the Kali Effect. Actually, I was watching his profile and I saw that he was playing Anchor Drill, and I know it's been a Tekken for a while, but I think now with Master Rule 5 it's even better. So if you guys don't know what this card does, if it's normal or special summoned, you can special summon 1 Earth Machine monster from your hand. Defense Machine doesn't matter. The other effect is you can target 1 other machine monster you control. The levels of both that monster and this card become the combined levels of the original 2 monsters until the end of this turn. You can only use each effect once per turn. That doesn't matter. So the thing that makes this busted is it's a level 4 that you'll be summoning off of Platinum Gadgets over here. And then what happens is you'll want to target your level 5 Cyber Dragon most of the time. So if you target your level 5 Cyber Dragon, what ends up happening is they both become level 9, and then you can go straight into Calamities turn 1. So Calamities turn 1 with Cyber Dragon is actually insanely good, and then you are still playing a decent amount of traps. So if you can end up making like Calamities Infinity, sometimes you'll just end up making the Calamities or just the Infinity, but regardless, like Calamities Infinity plus a couple cards set is actually a pretty strong board if you ask me, right? So that's why I think I added the Anchor Drill, and I think it's actually a good tech and then new addition to the deck, and I think it's definitely a cool card. However, I should mention that this card is a little bit pricey. It's had only 1 printing. People didn't really pick up the set. I think it was a short print in that set too. So this is, if it's a little bit out of budget, that's okay. The other option I'll show you guys right here, since we are on Dueling Book anyway, another option you can play is Levianeer. So Levianeer is a really cool card in this because you just can banish 3 lights or 3 darks or a mixture of both to special summon it. So it's a free special summon because you are playing a good amount of obviously light monsters in Cyber Dragon. Also, some of your fusion monsters are dark fusion monsters, so you could use those for the pop effect with Levianeer as well. So if you guys want to play that, you can obviously obviously play the Levianeer instead of the Anchor Drill. It's a more budget option now with the reprints, but the Anchor Drill does definitely make the Calamities combo really live. Next, for spell cards, we are playing 3 Cyber Emergency. I think this is pretty standard. It is the Rhoda of the deck, and so there's no reason not to play this. Double Cyber Repair Plant. I think Cyber Repair Plant at 2 is really good because, again, you search your Cyber, or your Galaxy Soldier, I should say, and it's actually, you need this for your combos, right? You need your Galaxy Soldier to make the rank 5 as soon as possible. And if you guys want to actually know how to get to the Anchor Drill, I'll get to that until a little bit later. But pretty much your rank 5 right here, this is your starter. You go into River Stormer, and what happens is River Stormer is you detach a card, and then you can add an Earth Machine monster from your deck to your hand. And so what you end up doing is you add this to your hand, and then you end up special summoning it off of Platinum Gadgets. That's pretty much the combo with this, right? So 3 Cyber Emergency, 3 Cyber Repair, 2 Cyber Repair, I should say, 1 Cyber Rev System. Now, I wanted to actually play 2, and I think, don't get me mistaken, I think Cali Effect actually played 2. I decided to only play the 1 because it's searchable. I don't want to draw it turn 1 necessarily all the time. So I think Cyber Rev System at 1 is perfectly fine. 1 Cyber Load Fusion, pretty standard, I think. Triple Machine Dupe, obviously the best card in this deck. The best card for Cyber Dragon ever. To be honest with you, it's like a Cyber Dragon card, but it's just not Cyber Dragon, if that makes sense. And if it was, it'd be too busted. Like, if you could search Machine Dupe, that'd be insane in this deck, right? 2 Overload Fusion. Now, this is weird. Now, this is something I also saw in Cali Effects' video, and I actually thought a bit, and I'm like, this is actually really smart to play. So when I thought about it, I'm like, this is actually really smart to play. And he had actually made a really cool point where you can hard make your Rampage Dragon. What you do is you'll use this for your level 5 for your Calamities play. And then there's another card, which we'll get into a little bit later, which I just highlighted over here, that I'll explain to you how that combo works. But this is the card you're going to be searching off of core in that situation. So I'll just explain that when we get to there. But Overload Fusion, he played it at 3. I'm only playing at 2. I think 3 is a little bit too much, but definitely it's a cool card at 2 that you can make some really cool combos. It just lets you combo with this deck, right? So this deck is a more combo heavy build, and it helps you OTK as well, right? For the traps, like I said, Double Sanctum, it's searchable by Trap Trick, so you don't want to play 3. Triple Compulse. Compulse could actually be cut to 2 if you wanted to and play the second rev system. I just decided to play Triple Compulse because I think Compulse is a very strong card. That's why I decided to play Triple Compulse over the second rev system and only 2 Compulse. Now, so 1 Cyber Network. Now, this is the card that I want to talk about the combo. And shout out again, Cali Effect. I'm giving you the credit for this because I definitely didn't make this up myself. I saw it from his channel. And so the Cyber Network combo is really good because what ends up happening is when you overload Fusion, you're going to banish your whatever Cyber Dragon monster to summon Rampage Dragon, right? So what you end up doing is you choose to pop your Cyber Network. And so what happens with Cyber Network, the first effect's not super important, but the second effect is when this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, doesn't matter how. If it's sent from the field to the graveyard, special summoning as many of your light banished machine monsters as possible. And if you do destroy all spells, traps, cards you control, monsters that were special summoned by this effect cannot activate their effects. That's pretty much all that doesn't matter. What matters is what you end up doing is with Overload Fusion, if you banish both of your Cyber Dragons, you make your Rampage Dragon, right? But then you Rampage Dragon pop your Cyber Network. Well, you'll end up setting it first. Rampage Dragon pop your Cyber Network, summon back the 2 Cyber Dragons, and that actually lets you make your Infinity plus Calamities play. Because what ends up happening is you'll summon Anchor Drill, make your Rampage Dragon a level 9, then you make Calamities with Rampage and Anchor Drill, and then you make your 2 Cyber Dragons that you just brought back into your Infinity. So that's pretty much the combo with this. I know it's a very weird card. People don't see it often, but it actually is a really cool combo piece with this. Then you have your Cybernetic Overflow. I think 2 of this is perfectly fine. I don't think you want to play 3. Banishing your cards isn't the worst, like I said. With Cyber Network, I mean, like, so even if you do this in like not first turn, it can bring back the monsters you banish with Overflow, but it also Cyber Load Fusion can summon them back from there. So that's why the Cyber Load Fusion is in there, and then 2 Overflow. And then, of course, Triple Trap Trick. I think this is standard with these kind of trap variants of the deck. Again, you combo pretty hard going first. You only need 1 to 2 cards to combo, so that's why I decided to play the traps. So you play 1 to 2 cards to combo, and then you have, if you sit on like 2 traps behind it, I think you're pretty strong in that sense. So that's pretty much the way I wanted to play this deck. Now for the extra deck, I'm only playing 1 Fortress Dragon. This can be actually adjusted a little bit. I'm only playing 1 Fortress Dragon and 1 Mega Fleet right now. The only reason I'm playing only 1 Mega Fleet is because with the Master Rule 5 rules, I don't know how important the extra monster zone is going to be compared to how it used to be before this. Now, obviously, I'm not saying people are not going to be using the extra monster zone. I'm just thinking you probably don't need the Mega Fleet more than once now. Back then, you maybe used to use it 2 to 3 times. 3 times only against like the striker matchup, really. But for the most part, it's like you're not really going to be using it too much anymore. So that's why I opted for just one Mega Fleet with this build. One Fortress Dragon, because you sided the Kaijus, so you can use Fortress Dragon for that, but also against the Orcus matchup, you can also just Fortress Dragon them. Rampage Dragon, oh, I should also say the mirror match, Fortress Dragon is really good. 2 Rampage Dragon, as well as Cyber Twin Dragon. Now, the reason I like to play Cyber Twin Dragon is because Cyber Load Fusion can be activated in the battle phase, but you can't activate the Rampage effect in the battle phase. So what ends up happening is sometimes you don't have OTK, but if you Cyberload Fusion in the battle phase and make Cyber Twin Dragon, you can a lot of the time OTK. Now, this is where I'm saying it can be changed. If you guys prefer double Mega Fleet, you guys can definitely play double Mega Fleet instead of the Cyber Twin. Something like Boral Sword can also be played in here as well. Double Infinity, double Nova, I'm pretty sure this is standard. 1 Infinitrack River Stormer, like I said earlier, this is part of the combo. You have to make this to get your Calamities combo. 1 Calamities. You got 1 Seeger, 1 Phoenix, 1 Platinum Gadget, and 1 Almirage. Now, Almirage is only really good because it sends your core and whatnot to the graveyard so that you can use your repair plants. So Almirage is there for that. Now, Nightmare Phoenix is like kind of 50-50. You can pop back row with your Rampage Dragon, so I don't know how much you actually need the Phoenix and how often you're going to be making Phoenix. So I think personally, if you don't play the Phoenix, Boral Sword is definitely an option for you guys to play here. And then for the side deck, I did a quick generic side deck that you guys can use for this format. But again, with this whole Corona COVID thing, we don't really know where the format is really going to be at by the time we end up being able to play again. So for now, I'm playing double Jizukiro, just 2 Kaijus with 2 Nibiru's right here. Again, going second. The deck always inherently is good going second, but with these, it just helps you a little bit better to go second and just win. Also, Nibiru's a light, so if you end up drawing it as your 6th card, that usually sucks, but with Galaxy Soldier, it's actually not the worst thing in the world because you can just pitch it for Galaxy Soldier, right? Triple Different Dimension Ground. Because you're playing Trap Trick, you can actually afford to side in a bunch of trap cards in this deck. And so Triple Different Dimension Ground, Triple Dimensional Barrier, these are really auto wins against most decks this format, in my opinion. Shaddoll is going to be really good. Different Dimension Ground and Dimensional Barrier both just beat Shaddolls completely. Zoo is going to be really good. I think Zoo is going to be actually underrated, but against the Zoo matchup, again, Barrier and Different Dimension Ground, huge. Even against the mirror match, like you can Dimensional Barrier and call Ixies, so they can't make the Calamities play, they can't make the Infinity, whatever the situation is. So these are really good in a lot of matchups. Even in the Orcus matchup, Different Dimension Ground is really good as well. So these are really good in a lot of matchups right now in this format, so that's why I decided to play these. Oh, also Pendulum, I should mention, huge in Pendulum. Triple Evenly Matched, this is more for the back row heavy decks. Just Evenly Matched is really good going second card. And then I am playing double Heavy Storm Duster just for going first, and again, the back row heavy matchups, I needed something to go first against like Alter Guys, against Guru and whatnot. And I realized like, okay, Different Dimension Ground and Dimensional Barrier aren't great against those, obviously. So going first, I am playing these against them. And that's it pretty much for the side deck now. So if you guys enjoyed this deck profile, let me know in the comment section down below. What I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to let this play out. I'm going to do a couple combo videos, let them play out at the end of this video or at the end of this. So if you guys enjoyed this deck profile, if you guys want to see more deck profiles, I might be doing them on Dueling Book for a little while until I can get my access to cards again. But if you guys enjoyed this, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and with that, Spanko signing out.
My hands steady, I feel ready, but my legs heavy, I don't get it. How come I haven't hit it already? Still working, I'm still learning, I'm still searching, finally earning something, finally turning something called a profit. If I hear you talking shit, don't get caught in it. I'll be popping off and hit your ass, dropping all your shit. Yeah, I promise this, I got promises, you ain't stopping this. Cross my shit, you'll be knocked unconscious, bitch. That's the consequence, I got this, I will not quit. Man, I'm on it, honest, I'm gon' launch quick, then I'm gone. It's just a matter of time before I'm over the climb and moving under my prime. Just quit my 9 to 5, I'm rocking, and they watching, cause it's shocking. Dropping all these top 10 songs, no stopping. It's time to live my life, it's time to live, not die. Wish I could slow down time and just enjoy the climb.
And I'm the one to get it, bro. I swear to God, I get it, bro. So don't just let me get it.